Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be making this beautiful Oxford pillow cover. It's a very simple and easy DIY you can make from the comfort of your home, following the steps I'll be sharing. So if this is something you're interested in, then keep watching. I'll be using the measurement of this pillow for this project. This pillow measured 23 inches by 23 inches. I'm going to reduce the measurement to 20 inches to squeeze in the pillow a little bit and make it firm, because the pillow is stuffed with feathers, so it's very soft. So you go ahead and take down the measurements of your pillow. This beautiful cotton fabric is the star of the project, and I have cut out my pieces. I have here one piece for the front panel and two pieces for the back panel because of the overlap on the center back. The front panel measured 26 inches on all sides, and this includes seam allowance, 25 inches the length of the pillow, and 1 inch for the seam allowance. My pillow measured 23 inches, which I said I'm going to squeeze down to 20 inches. The remaining 6 inches is for the extension and seam allowance. 5 inches for the extension, which will be shared 2.5 inches on all sides of the square. Then the 1 inch seam allowance that will be shared 1/2 inch on all sides of the square. If the shape of your pillow is a rectangle, in most cases, you might get a measurement like, for example, 20 inches in length by 16 inches in width. Let's say you're using 2 inches as your extension. You're going to add these 2 inches on all sides of the rectangle plus the seam allowance. So your calculation for the length is going to be 20 inches plus 2 inches extension on the upper side of the rectangle plus 1/2 inch to stitch it close, plus 2 inches extension on the lower side of the rectangle plus 1/2 inch to stitch it close, and this gives 25 inches. The same calculation applies to the width, and this calculation is for the front panel. I have two pieces for the back panel because of the overlap on the center back. Now the width measured 22 inches while the length measured 26 inches. Sorry, that didn't show on the camera. These 22 inches includes half of the length of my pillow, which is 13 inches. That is 26 inches, the full length divided by 2, plus 6 inches my overlap extension, plus 3 inches seam allowance for the hem of the overlap. The shape of my pillow is a square, meaning all sides are the same, so my overlap can be on any side. But for someone with a rectangular pillow, your overlap is going to be along the length. To calculate this for a rectangular pillow, we use 20 inches as the length, and after adding our extension and seam allowance, we arrived at 25 inches. So the full length of fabric to be cut for the front panel is 25 inches. Now you divide these 25 inches by 2, and this gives 12.5 inches. This is the midpoint of your pillow when you fold it into 2. So you determine how many inches you want as your overlap. Let's say you're doing 4 inches, and the seam allowance to hem the overlap, let's say you're doing 1.5 inches. When you add this up, you will get 18 inches. So 18 inches in length and 16 inches in width is the length of fabric to be cut for the back panel, and you cut 2 of these. I'll go ahead and iron down my 3 inches seam allowance and hem the overlap. So guys, I've ironed in my 3 inches seam allowance, which I folded in 1.5 inches twice. I'm going to run a straight stitch on it to secure the hem of the overlap. I have secured the hem of the overlap of the 2 pieces of the back panels, and I have made notches on the center of this pillow to help me assemble it correctly to the front. And you can see from the notch point to the extension measured 6 inches. I'll go ahead and assemble the front and back panels together. If one of the pieces of the back panel has a design that you want to be on top of the back when you turn out your pillowcase to the front, that is the first piece you will place on the front. Like mine, I wanted the white flowered part of the back panel to match with the front. So I'm placing that piece first, followed by the second piece with their right side to the right side of the front panel. I will match up all sides using the notches as a guide, stretch out any folds and pin it in place. So guys, I've pinned my pillowcase in place and you can see that some of the sides are not matching. This could be from cutting. So I'll just go ahead and trim off that place and make sure the sides matches, and I'll go ahead and attach with a straight stitch. I have sewn round the pillowcase with a straight stitch, and I'm cutting off the excess at the corners so that when we turn this pillowcase to the right side, the corners will be sharp and pointy. I have turned the pillow cover to the right side. I'm going to take it to my ironing table and iron out all the sides of the pillow cover. So you're going to push out all sides of the seam to the very edge. So guys, this is what I have, and this is what yours should look like as well. I'll be checking to see if my measurements are intact. On this side I have my 25 inches, while on this other side I have 24.5 inches. This was due to the trimming I did on both sides to make it equal. I'll go ahead and mark the extension around the pillowcase. For this I used 2.5 inches. Yours could be 2 inches, 2.25 inches, or even 1.5 inches according to your preference. So guys, I've made all my points and I'm connecting these points with a ruler using my tailor's chalk. Once I'm done connecting, I will take it to my sewing machine and attach with a straight stitch. Your stitches is going to be on the line that you drew to secure the extension. So guys, this is what I have. My pillow is as good as ready. I'll go ahead and reconfirm my measurements. On this side I have 19.5 inches and on this side I have 20 inches. The 19.5 inches is as a result of the trimming I did on both sides to even them out. I'll go ahead and stuff in my pillow, and that's practically all there is to this tutorial. If you find it helpful, do not forget to like, share, comment, leave all your questions in the comment section, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. A bientôt!